Welcome to the Mini Grinder, a show for first impressions and a first look at indie games or larger games while they're in beta. Let's look at a new release coming out of Sneakygames, Arena of Heroes. Arena of Heroes is a turn-based game for PC, Mac and mainly tablets and smartphones. Now they call it a tactical game, which it is, but to be honest it's a turn-based Moba. 3 lanes, heroes, towers and creeps. From the start, when you get into the game, you can see the direction for mobile gaming with large circles and selecting a point within the circle to move to or to perform an action. It works well if you're using your fingers to perform these actions, and the layout is perfect for a tablet. A match comprises of 2 teams of 4 heroes with the ultimate goal of getting past the towers and destroying the enemy's power core. Each round consists of 1 turn for each player and 1 minion turn before each player turn. So in total that's 2 player turns and 2 minion turns, and the minion turns are basically when the creeps spawn and move up through the lanes, and also when the towers attack if there's a target in the range. And during the player turns, each hero has 3 action points, which it can either use to move or attack. Now after the next patch, there will be 2 game modes, Classic and Asynchronous. Classic is just your standard 3 minutes per turn, but Asynchronous is going to be the ultimate strength of this title, as the maximum time for each turn is 3 days. How can I explain this? What it means for anyone that doesn't know what asynchronous means, it means you don't need to have the game open the whole time you're playing the match. I look at this like people who email or text chess moves to each other like bishop to knight 3 and stuff like that. Yes, there are people that still do that. You guys could look at it this way. While you're at school or at work, you always seem to find time to check your phone or even reply to a text. Well, what this means, instead of replying to a text, you could play your turn and manage to get a couple of games in over a course of a day without having to worry about missing anything. Graphics wise, this game is pretty good for the intended market. Tablets, smartphones, all that sort of lot. There are 8 heroes currently in the game with a creative skill set. As the game will be free to play, you have 2 currencies, coins and gems. Coins you'll be earning by playing the game, which you'll be able to use to purchase new heroes, and gems are your real money currency, which is used to purchase skins. Now for my one thing that to me is game breaking, and I hope during the beta they change this. You can do too much during each turn. You can move in, use an ability and retreat to safety, which gives the other player no chance to react. Now I go back to chess. You can play a funky rule when you can move 4 pieces in 1 turn, and that can kind of balance out, but imagine being able to move 4 pieces 3 times each turn. That is just broken, because the first one to get a successful combo off wins the fight, but hands down. You can look at it another way. If you play a real-time MOBA like Dota, LoL or Smite, if someone moves at you, you'll react in one way or a form, either by moving back or moving forward to attack them. Now what Arena of Heroes really needs is 1 action per turn, or at least 1 move, 1 attack per turn, and every problem that I have with the game disappears, as with its current implementation it's just so frustrating. Which is a shame, as the rest of the game is great, aside from a few bugs, which is beta. What do you expect? The concept works really well, and the only turn-based MOBA out there that I know of. What is also great about this is that all MOBA players of every game can play this, as no one can be at their computer all the time. So it's something you can do while you're out of the house, at boring events, just pretty much anywhere where you're just not at your computer. You can play this. So I'm going to keep my eye on this game and see what they do with it. It has so much potential. They just need to fix a few little things and this game will be brilliant. And it will just work for everybody. Anybody that plays MOBAs could play this. Now for the giveaway. I managed to get my hands on 2 gold founder keys, which is even better than what I'm running, because I'm only running silver. So you should think yourself lucky I haven't kind of stolen one for myself. So the way you enter is simply subscribe to my channel, leave a comment below, and I will do a random selection a week after this video is posted. And I'll put the winners' names in the description below. I hope everyone has enjoyed my first impressions of Arena of Heroes, and stay tuned for others.